Hi everyone, so I am continuing on with my Hobby Lobby haul, and you guys might have noticed that I've been spending a lot of time in this aisle right here, and that's because this was the first aisle that was marked down at my store. As a matter of fact, it was the only markdown in my store for a few weeks. Nothing changed, nothing moved, it was just this aisle, and I had to wait for everything else to get marked down. So I finally have that haul that I need to share with you guys as well. But in the meantime, I definitely do want to share all of these because sometimes if your sale hasn't started, it's something you can pick up. And even if your sale has started, go back, take a look at it, because there was a time a few years ago I was looking for a highly sought after set and it was sold out at both stores, and I was like, oh, I'm never gonna find this set again, it is gone. And then randomly a few weeks later, it was like a really long time though, you guys, I'm telling you guys, it wasn't just like a few days later, it was like weeks later. I go to that same aisle and what do I see? I see the one that I was looking for. So sometimes people do returns, and if they do, you guys can capitalize on that and find the ones that you want. So yes, I am spending a lot of time here because I think also this is pretty much where I spend a lot of my money. It's a great deal, 75% off, because you look at some of these, they're like $22 and whatnot. And a lot of these are multi-purpose. They share with you guys what it should look like on the cover. But take, for example, this one right here. I picked it up, and as I was using it, I was like, you know what? This could definitely be paper flowers. Like, you can turn these into really cute paper flowers. So now you got two uses out of it. One, the one they suggested, and two, you can make all of your own paper flowers, which I do plan on doing. This actually is a really good size for an embellishment because it's about an inch. So it's something that you'll definitely be able to put on your cards, your tags. And then next up, we have this one right here, and I'm going to share with you guys a really quick hack. So these ones are very intricate. There's a lot of things that you have to kind of like align properly in order for it to work. So this one was pretty good. I did a pretty good job on this one. This one I got distracted, and it just took a little bit of a smidge in the wrong direction to turn this card into something that some might say is not that usable. But you can. All you got to do is cut the top off, make it a smaller card, and you can use it. So that's my little hack for today. And then also there's just a whole bunch of different type of florals. So actually that is the theme of this haul today, are all the floral Sizzix ones that I found. I will say once again, Sizzix, actually the whole aisle wasn't marked down. It took almost 2 weeks for them to mark down the Momenta and the Spellbinders completely, and by that time a lot of them were already sold out, so I had to go to a different Hobby Lobby where I found a lot of goodies. And I like to call like the Sizzix, the dies, that's like forever pieces, because when you buy like stickers or ephemera, once you use them, but like with the dies, you get to keep those in your collection. You can make as many of them as you want, so make 1 or 100 and you can keep on making them. So yes, I just really find a lot of value in these type of sets. Speaking of which, this one's really nice. You can make your teacups, cut them out in all different types, and you can create one separate project. You can combine the teacups with the florals, which is also nice as well. You get this really nice piece right here where you can use as your anchor to put and glue all the flowers on, which is really, really nice. I admit I was missing a few of the layering pieces, but as you can tell, it really didn't make too much of a difference because it still kind of looks like the cover itself, even though I didn't use all of the pieces. So this is really cute. Let me know in the comments down below what your plans are for this if you picked it up. I actually want to turn them into Alice in Wonderland embellies, so I thought that was really cute. The flowers, the teacup, just kind of all matches with that theme. This set is called Ikebana, and it is a form of Japanese flower arranging, and it's really nice because you get a whole bunch of different types of bases or vases, and then you can put on your branches or your little stems for your flowers, and then you can also change up the vases, like with your decorative paper. That would look really nice, but with the flowers, there's a whole bunch of little ones that you get to cut out, and it's really nice because they put it all on one die as opposed to cutting all these little pieces out teeny tiny one by one. So I love that they did that for this one right here. And I do plan on kind of pairing it up with my Marcy Lala stamp. This one right here, I think it would be super cute for that, so that'll probably be a future project. Next up, we have this one right here, which I know a lot of us picked up because it kind of reminded us of like a shaker, especially with this one right here. And that is true, you can make a shaker with it. The only thing is you'll probably have to freehand like the very back piece, and you probably have to freehand your acetate, and you can put it all together. And I did use some sequence mix that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. I didn't actually know that this was made out of glass, so I put a whole bunch in at first. I was like, oh, that's pretty hefty. So I had to take some of it out, and I mixed it with some of my Michael sequence, and I wanted to give it like the look of water in the jar. But with this particular set, it kind of looks like the flowers aren't like, you know, it's not as full like as I would like it to be. But then I kind of thought about it some more. And these are the type of flowers like, you know, when you're outside and you're just walking along, you just kind of like pick up a dandelion here and then any other flower you see along the way, right? And it totally works for that. So, you know, at first when I looked at it, I was like, I don't know, it looks kind of weird because the flowers are so tiny and the jar is so huge. And if that kind of bothers you, don't worry, because there's a lot of things that you can use this for. You can add bigger flowers to it, like this one right here. And actually another project just popped into mind, so you might see that as a separate video. I'm into like making these little 1 minute or a few minute crafty type videos because, as most of you would agree, there's not enough crafting hours in a day. And I usually craft really, really late at night because, I don't know, it just, everything seems calmer. So I could just focus on it. And yeah, I love to craft, but sometimes I'm always in a rush to craft. So I hope you guys enjoy those really crafty minute type videos. This is one of the Tim Holtz Bigs products, and it is called Potted Number 2. I don't really know how I feel about this one quite yet. I don't think I used the right paper to cut it out. I was thinking like a topiary, but then it looked really weird with that. And so I don't know. Floral arrangements, I mean, we picked up a whole bunch of Sizzix flowers that we can probably use this with as well. The pot itself is actually pretty huge, you know, because it is around, I want to say, for just the pot, and depending on how you decorate it, whether you have that top lid or not, about 3.5 to 3 3/4. But I will say on this next one right here, if you haven't opened this one and you have it in your collection, open it. See if it's something that you can use. I will say right off the bat that if you cut it out this way, that is not the way to use it because that's what I did at first. I'm not sure if this was meant for like the Big Shot Plus or like the larger Vagabond machines, but I don't have those. I just have like the regular Big Shot. So I did do a tutorial on how I got it to work because there is not many tutorials on it. And in the meantime, I am not going to show you guys any extra stuff on this cafe because you guys already know, you're probably like, girl, stop with it already. We get it. The Tim Holtz Cafe. I do have about 3 or more videos on it on my channel. So if that's something that you're interested in watching, don't forget to click on the description box down below or on one of the end screen cards. So I'll let you follow the little trail to whatever video you need to watch. And that's going to do it for today's video. I thank you all so much for watching. And if you're feeling the vibe, please don't forget to hit subscribe and the bell. That's going to notify you of all of my new videos. I thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a very wonderful day.